Jeff Ferrata with the Bay Area News Group. Coach, what can you tell us about what you've discovered about LeBron's relationship with Cleveland and how the fans regard him, and how much pressure is there on him to sort of deliver this thing, even though he told people to be patient?
Well, I've said many times that LeBron made a very courageous and also heartful decision to come back home and to take the responsibility of trying to bring a championship to Cleveland. That's no small thing, because there's a lot that goes along with that, and the dynamic of that whole story has been, has been very, very special and very, very involved. And he's handled it beautifully, and obviously he's come back to Cleveland as a very mature and dynamic leader who is ready for this kind of challenge, and I think he's relished in it. And obviously, us being here with the opportunity to compete for the World Championship speaks volumes to what he's done and to what the team has done.
In the center?
Massimo Ariani, Gazzetta dello Sport, Italy.
Ciao, Massimo.
Ciao, David. You've coached in a lot of pressure games in Israel. Does that prepare you in any way for what is going to come next year?
Well, knowing me as you do, it's not only Israel. I've been in a few different situations that have hopefully prepared me for this level of competition. And obviously the NBA Finals is a unique and very special and challenging situation. And I just feel lucky to be part of this team and to be part of the drive for this goal. And we're here with the opportunity, and obviously we want to take advantage of it.
Thank you.
Right here in the third row.
Harvey Araton from the New York Times. David, all week long, and Steve was in here earlier, you guys have been referring to the meeting that you had last summer. Could you give us a little bit more clarity on the timeline? Was it in June, late June, July? And also, both of you have spoken about how there was a bonding based on basketball philosophy, things like that. But was there also sort of also a bonding based on the fact that the two of you have different kind of roots, in other parts of the world, in your backgrounds?
Well, the meeting took place actually in L.A. In early June. I was still in the midst of trying to win the Israeli national championship, which ultimately we did. But I was in the States due to the misfortune of my father passing, and we were able to hook up at the L.A. airport for a short meeting after I attended the funeral. And we were just two guys that have a great love for the game, that have had varied and different experiences, but whose paths have crossed in unusual kinds of ways. And we just sat down and had a great discussion about the game and about the ways that we thought it should be played, and about life in general. Hit it off just as two people. And I knew then Steve was going to be greatly successful just because of the kind of guy he is and the kind of knowledge that he has. And Steve and the Warriors have had a tremendous season. I'm not surprised in the least. And it's just kind of fun and ironic that the two of us meet under these circumstances as opposed to other circumstances that we could have been together in.
Right here in the front.
Hi, Sharon Keenan, Israel Hayom, Israel.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Just a year ago, you coached games in small arenas in Israel, and now you are coaching in the NBA Finals. Did you ever stop to think about the unbelievable process you made in only 1 year?
Well, Sharon, you should know well that I also coached a lot of games in very big arenas, including the EuroLeague final in Milan that we won. So, no, I'm not at all uncomfortable or don't find this at all imposing. It is special, and it is a tremendous feeling to be part of this great, great league and to be able to be a part of the Cavaliers on their journey to trying to bring a championship to the city of Cleveland for the first time in over 50 years. So it's thrilling, and it's exciting, and it's joyful to be in this situation. I mean, is it at all unusual or uncomfortable for me? No. I've been in situations like this before many times, as you know.
Josh, second row.
Coach Josh Weir from the Canton Repository. Can you talk about how Kyrie's status at all affected your preparation this week in terms of what he could do and what he couldn't do? And is there any part of you that's just kind of anxious to see how he comes out in Game 1 and what he's able to do?
Sure. You know, without having Kyrie at full strength for quite some time now, preparation-wise and game-wise, playing, not playing, number of minutes, ability to perform at the level he normally does, and most importantly, for him to be able to function without furthering injury. Those are things that are constantly under consideration and are constantly on our minds as a staff and as a team. And it's made it difficult. But that is the situation, you know, and we, as we have in every other case this year, face that with the same resolve and with the same no-quit attitude, and have made it our motto for no excuses. You know, we play, and we play to win regardless of the situation.
We're going to do Joe, Chris, and then Mark in the back.
Joe Varden, Cleveland.com. David, as you know, the Cavs, especially in the second half, collected a lot of big, tough wins against good Western Conference opponents on the road. But with the Warriors being so good at home, does it take something extra to get a game here? I think they only lost 2 or 3 all year at home.
Certainly, yes. Their record speaks for itself, and they're not only a high-quality team, but they've been a great home team. And they're not in the NBA Finals for no reason. So to win here certainly is a difficult task, but a necessary one for us. And we've shown throughout the playoffs that we have the ability to do so. And we'll do our best to do just that.
Chris, over on the right.
ESPN.
Chris?
David, was Kyrie held out of practice for precautionary reasons, or did he suffer any type of setback? I mean, you know, parts of practice.
Just to try to maintain his health and to allow him to progress in a solid fashion. There was no specific setback, no.
Mark, last one in the back.
Mark Spears, Yahoo. Coach, what is it like off the court? You've had one season, but what is it like everywhere you go, whether it's on a bus or outside a hotel? What is it like being around LeBron, and is there anything kind of stand out like, wow, that was kind of crazy or kind of cool?
What's it like being around him outside of the court?
Yes.
Get out of the way. A lot of people want to touch him. A lot of people want to talk to him. And I just try to stay out of the line of fire.